Well, hello and welcome to Calgon Carbon's new Gila Bend facility. We're really excited to have everybody here. We're glad you could join us today for this opening of our new carbon reactivation facility. I would like to recognize the cities of Phoenix, City of Scottsdale, and the City of Glendale. Without these water authorities, we wouldn't be here today. I would also like to recognize Ak-Chin Indian community, who have been using our company's carbon and equipment to treat their water since November of last year. At this point, I would like to welcome to the stage Mr. Timothy Rupert. Mr. Rupert is a member of Calgon Carbon's board of directors, and he's been with our board since 2005. Tim?
Thanks, Bob. Good morning, everyone. It's a good group. As Bob said, I am a member of the board of directors of Calgon, and I, along with the other directors, voted to approve this project back when it was originally proposed. And we did that because we believe it'll be a good investment for the company, for our shareholders, and it's certainly consistent with our ongoing business strategy. However, I am here today to confess a personal conflict, an ulterior motive, if you will. See, my wife and I own a home in Scottsdale, so I have a personal vested interest in making sure there's clean water in the greater Phoenix area. But with that said, on behalf of the board of directors of Calgon Carbon, I want to thank and congratulate all of you who were involved in this project and who brought it to fruition. Last August, Calgon's board made another important decision when they selected Randy Dirth as the company's new CEO. We have high expectations for Randy, and he hasn't disappointed us. Already we've seen a substantial reduction in our operating costs and a reorganization in our business units that we think will make for a more effective management team, and he's just getting started. Randy was on our board when this project was proposed, so he has supported it from its inception, and then of course assumed responsibility for bringing it to the successful completion that we're here to celebrate today. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to introduce Randy Dirth.
Well, good morning, everybody. You know, a couple weeks ago, somebody mentioned to me we're going to have an air conditioner in our tent. Okay, now you have to understand, in Pittsburgh right now, a good day is about 58 degrees, and I just couldn't put that together, but boy, I'm so glad we have it today, because it's hot out there. You know, this is really a remarkable day for us, an exciting time, not only for us at Calgon Carbon, but also for the people at Gila Bend and also for the state of Arizona. You know, it's really the culmination of a lot of work, and 2 years worth of work that went into the planning and construction of the facility you're going to see here today. But supplying affordable, clean, and safe drinking water really is essential to sustaining growth and economic prosperity, not only in this region, but a lot of regions throughout the world and around our country. So the opening of this facility today really represents Calgon Carbon's commitment to participate in achieving the goals of clean water and safe water. We've really been fortunate to work with the mayor of Gila Bend, Ron Henry's. Ron, where's Ron at? Ron, welcome. Thank you for being here this morning. Keith Watkins, Rob Morton in the Arizona Commerce Authority, John Kruger in the Greater Phoenix Economic Council, and other members of the community here in Gila Bend who really have helped us and are really driving for growth and prosperity in this region, which is great. You know, the opening of this reactivation plant is more than just a ribbon cutting ceremony. It truly is a celebration of ensuring safe, clean drinking water that we hope it's going to ripple not only across this region, but as I said before, around the country, right here from Gila Bend. So our goal as a company truly is to provide water treatment facilities that are going to serve thousands of communities. That's our goal. And millions of people across this nation that will have clean drinking water. And we again hope that Gila Bend is the heart of what we hope to do across the country, and that this will be an example of how it can be done and done well. Well, what's really in it for Gila Bend and the communities around here? We have hired 25 high-quality folks with the potential, and I hope this indeed is the result in a couple of years, that we will have 62 people working at this facility. We want to expand. But by having this facility, we're also reducing transportation costs to Phoenix. And we hope that that as well will translate into dollars that are saved by the taxpayers as we're closer to truly one of our largest customers. But this also means environmental responsibility. When you think of reactivation, and again, you're going to have the opportunity to truly see what reactivation is, by its very nature, we're taking carbon and recycling that. And carbon that originally was used to take out impurities in water is now being restored and can be used many times over. This is something I know that we're proud of, and we hope that the workers here at Gila Bend will be proud of that as well. And when we designed this plant to operate efficiently and incorporating all of the best sustainability features that we could in the plant. For instance, all the lights that we have out here are LED lights. The heat kiln that you'll see in a few minutes reuses the energy so that we can better operate the furnace. We've also incorporated into this facility variable speed, high efficiency motors that are the best that could be, the most sustainable that they could be to ensure that we are at the highest standards at this plant. There were a lot of companies, a lot of engineering firms, a lot of construction firms that helped us along the way. In fact, too many that I'm going to mention. But let me just say, this team of companies really met the challenge. We put a lot of challenges on them, so we're really pleased that they're here today as well, celebrating with us. We thank them for their great work and dedication. I also want to thank Mayor Henry and all the Gila Bend Chamber of Commerce folks that have helped us along the way, the Arizona Commerce Authority, the Greater Phoenix Economic Council, and the cities of Phoenix, Scottsdale, and Glendale, as well as all of the surrounding communities. They really contributed a lot of time, a lot of effort in making this plant come to realization. I really believe that the plant that's out there behind you to my right will serve as a model for other communities. And it's really going to be the state-of-the-art facility for reactivation, the model used around the world for carbon for water treatment. When you look at America's water supply, and unfortunately it's not as clean as many think it is, there's many contaminants such as disinfection byproducts, pharmaceuticals, and personal care products that find their way, unfortunately, into our water. The good news is we produce product, and we're going to react product here that provide for simple and affordable treatment of those materials. So I speak for all of us here at Calgon Carbon when I say we are looking forward to serving this community for many years to come, as well as other communities not only in Arizona, but around the country. Now I would like to take the opportunity to introduce Keith Watkins. Keith is the Senior Vice President, Economic Rural Development for the Arizona Commerce Authority. And again, due to Keith's efforts and the work of many folks on his team, helped us make our decision to be here. So I'm very pleased to introduce Keith and allow him to say a few words. Keith?
Well, thank you, Randy. On behalf of the governor, our board of directors, and our CEO, Sandra Watson, I want to congratulate Calgon Carbon and the town of Gila Bend for this incredible day and this incredible facility. The investment that you're making here in the state and the community is really something to be proud of. I can tell you as a person who comes dove hunting down here every year for the past 35 years and go jeeping out here, it's a particularly proud moment for me to see this kind of success and job growth in Gila Bend. I do want to take a minute to recognize Representative Frank Pratt. Without Representative Pratt in his leadership and his colleagues at the legislature, as well as the governor, without their business-friendly policies and things that they implement down to the legislature, our state wouldn't be as competitive as it is today, and folks like Randy and his team, I don't think would feel as confident making such investments like this in our state. And so I want to thank Representative Pratt and his colleagues at the legislature. I also want to thank our partners at GPEC, APS, certainly Rick Buss and Eric Fitzer at the town and their team, as well as Don Helton and Abacus Constructors that built this facility. But most importantly, I want to recognize Rob Morton, who's my colleague here to the right. Rob is really the one who did all the work from our perspective at the ACA on this. Rob has worked with the Calgon Carbon folks, Jack Adams and his team, since 2009 to make this plant a reality here in Gila Bend today. So Rob, a job well done, and Jack and Calgon, thank you very much. This is really a terrific day for the state of Arizona and Gila Bend. Thank you.
Now we'd like to present Jeremy Dolan to come on up and talk a little bit about the facility itself.
Thanks, Bob. I'd like to start off by thanking the Calgon Carbon employees. Without our field services and our salespeople making this happen, keeping the customers happy, we definitely would not be here. I'd also like to thank all the people that helped start the plant, whether it be HR that helped with hiring or training that's represented back here. I would have never got the place going. Also, the new employees here that are part of the Calgon family now that are out there running the plant, and some of whom can't be here because they're on shift work, they really have made it happen, and it's truly the only reason we're up and running and looking so nice the way we are right now. And I'd just like to thank all those, including the engineers who helped from day one, designing, working with contractors, and getting the plant going. I'd just like to congratulate you all on what a good job. Now, they wanted me to talk a little bit about the plant, but pretty soon here we're about to get into a plant tour, and that's really where I'd like to get people out there and taking a look at the process where I can actually describe it a little bit better. Everybody's already had a little bit of hand into saying what's out there, and the equipment being new and sustainable. I'd like to point out that it does allow us to give customers a product at reduced cost and at 80% less carbon footprint than what they would be if they weren't taking our municipal reactivated carbon. The local communities are what's driving this plant, such as Phoenix and Scottsdale and Glendale, and that's really what's making it all happen as well.
Counter loose.
Here we go.